303, and have a buddy here, Baxter. So he's fishing with us this morning. Baxter, come here. Baxter, no, you'd stay here, Dave. Baxter, yeah, you want to get on the video. So we're going to show you a technique, Baxter and I, and we're using a topwater lure. Oh, if you look at the length of my palm of my hand and the length of the lure, I'd say it's a 5-6 inch lure, pretty heavy. Stout hooks for this are going to be necessary. I'm using a 2X or a 3X hook to 40-pound leader to 20-pound, sometimes 30 on braid, joined by a double uni. Now when I tie that uni on the braid portion, I double up on the braid itself, because nowadays braid is so much thinner and you don't want it slipping under the monofilament portion of the uni knot when you tie. So doubling it's a good way to do it. All of my friends that fish for tarpon do the same. And then the rod tip, you need a fairly good stout rod, not a whippy tip, because we're going to take this lure, we're going to draw it up to about 8 inches of the tip of the rod, and then again, the good butt section in the rod. This is a 7-foot Penn Legion and a Cabo 40, which good weight for me. And I also can cast this lure beyond this technique. I do it for casting on these big jacks. But this technique of slapping the water goes back to the 40s, and it's something that I've caught redfish on, primarily jacks, and a lot of snook. Here, Dave, we're going to do a little slap the water here and see if we get another one. So here we go, tight figure 8s, and even if a lure, you could do this same technique. Here we go. You could do the same technique with oh, and this is a snook, nice snook. You could do the same technique not only with surface parts, but you can do this technique. Their snook is still green. You do this technique as well with paddle tails, really any type of bait. This snook here, we're probably looking at a 12-pound snook, but you're fairly green. I'm assisting the line. Want to keep them away from the dock. Assisting by feeding out line, because I have my drag back down quite a bit, and you have to have that drag fairly tight, because they will go right for structure. Like there, he almost went under. Baxter's between my legs. And I'm going to try to, if I can control this guy, I'm going to try to keep him away from the dock for now. Really wear him out a little bit. But that is the reason for those strong hooks. Oh, he isn't that big, but he's definitely in that 10-pound range. This is probably a good legal snook when they're legal. This snook is probably in that range of 29, possibly 30. So this would be a great legal snook. Now, that technique, again, I said I've used it for jacks. This will be the beauty of a snook when you pick it up. I've used it for jacks, and these snooks sometimes will hang out a little further from the jacks. Oh, yeah, this one's got some substance to him. Take a look at this. What are we bokeh gripping? Oh, take glasses off. Oh, she's 11 pushing 12. So here we have a 12-pound snook this morning. Look at that belly on it. Isn't that a beauty? And anyhow, let's get the hooks out of her and get her back in. It's a beast of a snook. It's that early morning snook bite. There we go. I gotta watch this with Baxter. But that big lure, because they are feeding on big mullet. So let me try doing this carefully. But I'm gonna take off this GoPro for a second. Put it on my head. Balance this for a picture. See if it'll hold up here. There we go. This is slap in the water for big snook. And JK9303. JK9303. signing off.